boy we were riding with one day, we took this guy from the Deals Gap on a little tour. He was an Army guy that had come in, and he had that new Triumph. What is that thing called? Has the motor sitting sideways on it.
Rocket.
Yeah, the Rocket 3 or pulls up beside me and starts revving that thing. So I gave him a rev on the GoldWing. So I come out of the hole, and I was ahead of him for the first 2 gears because I got the hole shot on him.
Yeah.
All right, can I go left right here? Is this Veterans? No, this is the old one. It's Industrial Park. So, anyway, but anyway, he thought, when we got back, he said, dang, that GoldWing will run. I said the first 2 gears are 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's really, I mean, I know it's an old man's bike, but you just don't really get it.
Well, I know a lot of them guys, old men, come off from sport bikes and they get on them daggum wings because they still want to be able to ride aggressive when they want to.
Man, we've got a string of bikes back here, Slappy. Look behind you.
Oh, yeah, it look good. It look doggone good. Hey, what you call a great start to a first of the year.
Absolutely.
Man. Yeah. Well, you kind of put. I was kind of in a little funk around this time of year. I get into a little funk, man. You can't do nothing.
I know it.
You know.
You work from dark. You know, it's like me working from dark to dark.
Yeah.
And it can be depressing.
It is. I'm telling you, boy. I've been in a funk. I've been wrestling with the grandkids. They kind of put you in a different kind of a mood, but boy, be able to get out there and ride and feel that sunbeam hit you on the back of your neck. But I feel pretty good today. I'm kind of glad I did this because I was going to go out to one of them little old OK Smooth had a gathering at the house. I said, well, if I make his gathering over there, I ain't going to be able to make his ride, so I just opted out of that gathering.
I said, man, I'm glad you came, brother.
I want to ride.
Yeah, I get, you know, I always tell people, you know, if you like motorcycles, it's not about liking them, but if you enjoy riding them, I'll put it that way. There's just something about it that you can't explain.
No.
And once you kind of know when you get on it, you get out of town a little bit, you settle in. It's hard to keep yourself from smiling about it. And the Lord's blessed us with, watch this truck here.
Gotcha.
The Lord's blessed us with allowing us to do this and having these toys, and we've got to give Him the glory.
Yes, sir.
Because He's allowing us to do this. You know, like I said, I've got my friend that's over in the nursing home right now doing rehab, and he was able to walk 300 steps the day before yesterday after a broken hip, broken humerus, broken tibia, broken fibia, broken back, broken shoulder, broken elbow, busted sternum, and broken ribs.
Wow.
This is his 8th week after his motorcycle wreck. So, you know, he's blessed to be alive, but we got to remember these things are dangerous.
Right.
And we've got to respect them. So, what's that right there? Look at the size of that hawk. Look at the size of that hawk.
Sure enough.
Good gosh. Sitting there watching the ground, getting ready to pounce on something.
Yeah. I thought it was one your Osprey ball or whatever you call that thing.
Yeah. That was a hawk, dude. That thing was ready to rock. Look here, here's another one right here.
A chicken hawk.
Yeah, look right here.
I see it.
Look at that big old sucker.
Goodness, okay.
He's eyeballing that field right there, waiting for something to move.
Yeah, make a mistake.
Wow, yeah.
Waiting for something to make that mistake, and it's going to be New Year's dinner for him. Ooh, look at that mountain range over there. That's pretty.
Sir.
What's that on foghorn, leghorn? You a daggum, I'm a chicken hawk.
Yeah. I'm a chicken hawk. I'll show that chicken who's boss.
Here's somebody down here on a moped or something.
Trying to get to the gas station.
Look like it.
That's
got up there.
A three-wheeler?
No, I don't know what it is.
Oh, mini bike, one of them pieced together.
It's a Grom, man. It's a Grom.
he wish it was a Grom.
Could you imagine all 12 of us coming down through here on Grums?
Man. I probably wouldn't make it the Asheville Highway on the ground.
Listen, I'm telling you, I ain't riding one.
It's hard to doggone get off his wing, boy.
You got that right.
Your buddy back there was asking me what was the difference in on this F6B versus the full wing, and I told him this F6B is a whole lot of fun, and it looks good. But now, as far as traveling, I told him hands down that full GoldWing is it.
Yeah.
That full GoldWing. Once you get in there,
your F6B is like me riding my Valkyrie, kinda.
Yeah.
If I want to get out and sport it up a little bit and whatever, I'm gonna ride the Valkyrie. When you get the looks and check it, got that look. I'm gonna get on it. It's got that all mine's got all that chrome and all that, so I will get on it. But I'll tell you, I'll sit there and look at them sometimes, and I'll go, nah, get on the GoldWing. Old Valkyrie doesn't get much use. I started it about a week ago, let it run for about 20 minutes. Got it, make sure it was all those, because you don't like those. You got 6 carburetors you got to deal with.
Right.
And believe you me, I had to fix those and clean them when I bought the bike.
No.
I couldn't get anybody to work on it.
You don't want to do that again, do you?
No, they said they wouldn't work on it. Oh, no, I want them 6 carburetors. Going, dude, I'm going to pay you. No, I'm not interested. And that was 2 bike shops.
There you go.
They refused to do it. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. And I got a video, believe it or not. Now, here's where we got to watch this light. I got a video. You guys, what are you doing here, man? You don't.
Wow.
I got a light. I got a video. The guy's got like a 6 or 9 part video. This guy out in, I don't know, Iowa or somewhere, that I found that had taken an old Valkyrie and had resealed the tank because it had been sitting and rusted on the inside. He did a video on resealing the tank and videos on cleaning and adjusting and on the carburetors on Valkyrie.
Right.
So I watched those about 19 times until I got it down in my head. And then I went through the videos as I was doing them, and I literally got 6 big, huge styrofoam cups and labeled them 1 through 6, and all the parts for each carburetor came off and went in those.
Yeah.
And then each one of them then was cleaned and done, and then all put back together and put back in the tray, and then I synced them without having to get a syncing machine, based on what this guy told me how to do it in the video, and it's run like a scalded dog ever since.
So basically, the cars need to be cleaned and not rebuilt.
Well, when you say that, you actually, I had to take what I did was do exactly what he said, which was take them all apart. And there's one of the needle valve, not the needle valve, but a pilot needle of some type that's done at the factory. And so you actually, believe it or not, he showed me where it was, and then you take a hacksaw and you hacksaw a regular screwdriver slot in it. Then you back it out. So I did all 6 of those too, cleaned all the jets that way, because you got an idle jet and a regular jet. But you wouldn't know the idle jet was even in there unless he told me on the video, and then he showed how he hacksawed it, and then you just turn it with a screw, then how far, and then you write down how many turns out you turn it. So each one of them had written on the cups, 2.5 turns, 2 3/4, 1.5, or whatever. Because you screw it down, then you back it out. And then he showed me how to, like I said, it showed how to do the, where to adjust them to get them to sync together. And I remember the first time I put gas in it at the house, fired it up. I said, man, it sounds pretty good. Drove it over to Weigel's, got my first tank of gas. That thing has just been a lot of fun. But again, I'll be honest with you, I do not ride it much.
Right.
I don't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And I did go in and put a trigger wheel on it on the front, so it advanced the timing a little on it.
Okay.
It causes you to burn. You got to burn premium gas in it.
Okay.
But it'll run with this GoldWing too, and it's a 1500.
Right. So you think it will?
Oh, I know it will. I
Okay.
already tested it.
Okay.
If I get the jump on the Valkyrie on this, I can usually take it. but it's really within a half bike distance almost every time. And so I took my buddy and we went to the interstate, and what we did was when no traffic was coming, we got down into first and rolled on first, rolled on second. We did every gear to see where one or the other was doing better or worse in gear. So it's pretty amazing to be able to get a 1500 to pretty much run with an 1800.
All right.
Now, but they're not that far off anyway. I mean, a 1500 is not that far off from an 1800 anyway.
Right.
But yeah, man, this thing will scoot.
What's the weight difference?
Not much.
Okay.
Pounds. Because remember, mine's the Interstate.
Right.
So it has the fairing, saddlebags, and tour pack on it. So it's got most of the same stuff this does. But boy, I'll tell you, they get some looks when you pull up somewhere and they see all that chrome motor hanging out of that thing.
Oh yeah. That's what I told the guy. He told me about my 109 versus my F6B. I said, the 109 hands down, buddy. He said, man, you must be crazy. I said, trust me. I got one. I mean, I ain't sitting there telling you no lie.
I mean, yeah, I got one, dude.
I said, you know, it's hard to beat a V-twin in that dig.
Yes.
Shoot, that daggum thing is a torque monster. I said, ain't no way in the world coming out of the hole you're going to, not the GoldWing.
Right.
Now, it started coming on pretty strong, but that time the race over with.
Well, you know what, so boy we were riding with one day. We took this guy from Deals Gap on a little tour. He was an Army guy that had come in, and he had that new Triumph. What is that thing called? Has the motor sitting sideways on it.
Rocket.
Yeah, the Rocket 3 or whatever. And so he's we're out running on it, and he's young, and you know it's one of the newer ones. It's that really fancy looking one. It's all black one.
Yeah.
And he's all over it, you know. So we were coming back to Deals Gap. He had a blast. I took him everywhere. Cherryhaler Skyway, took him to the waterfall. I mean, he had a blast. He thanked us from the bottom of his heart. He said, I couldn't have had a better trip by running into you guys, and then y'all be able to tell me all the stuff that I would have missed.
Right.
I took him to the monument to the 9 guys that were killed, you know.
Yeah.
The plane. He wouldn't have known that was even there.
Right.
And him being in the service, it was just like, wow. So, anyway, when we're coming back, we're getting into Andrews, and he pulls up beside me and starts revving that thing. So I gave him a rev on the GoldWing. So I come out of the hole, and I was ahead of him for the first 2 gears because I got the hole shot on him.
Yeah.
All right, can I go left right here? Is this Veterans? No, this is the old one. It's Industrial Park. So, anyway, but anyway, he thought, when we got back, he said, dang, that GoldWing will run. I said the first 2 gears are 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's really, I mean, I know it's an old man's bike, but you just don't really get it.
Well, I know a lot of them guys, old men, come off from sport bikes and they get on them daggum wings because they still want to be able to ride aggressive when they want to.
How about you guys hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification, and personalize it.